of the movie I ignored. Blue skies on a broken sea, and I'm stuck up on the shore. I never thought you could see me, but you did. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're called is falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind. Yeah.
We're here. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the last video, which is currently in post-production.
Yes.
It's going to be uploaded hopefully in the next 24 hours. On this episode, we're going to go ahead and tack up the storage box. I pulled the camper out. What?
Won't it already be uploaded when they see this?
It will, but I meant our time, the next 24 hours. We're going to go ahead and tack up the box underneath. I got a couple more pieces right there. Then I'm going to slide this thing out. Actually, before I slide it out, I've got some... Hold please, I'll show you. Anyways, this is what we're going to frame around the door and the window with. It's some 6061 1-inch square tubing. This is going to be the same thickness as our insulation. So we will be able to frame around the door, and then the insulation will be the same thickness, so our skin to finish off the interior, whatever it ends up being, will be flush with both of them. So this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to tack the box up, we're going to frame the doors and the windows, and test fit all them as well. So let's get to it. Okay, so what we're fixing to do is I'm going to go outside. I put the aluminum, the metal saw blade, on a radial arm saw, and I'm going to be taking measurements in here for framing the windows and the doors. I'm going to yell them to Jack. He's going to have his own tape measure, and he's going to cut them on the saw. I'm going to show him how to cut one to make sure he goes slow enough, and after that, it's all going to be him. So pray for him, because I don't know how much extra aluminum we got, and he's going to be learning pretty quick curve here, so kind of trial by fire thing. Aren't you?
Huh?
Couldn't hear me.
What?
You got the noise canceling on?
What?
I'll fill him in after he takes those off.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'll tell you in a minute.
All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. What they say we're calling falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're calling falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind. Yeah.
Y'all want to see something funny? I had a friend of mine go pick up the insulation for our camper. Man, there's caught a glimpse of it out there. It freaking looks really good. I think so. Y'all might not, but I think it does. Anyways, I sent him after 5 boards of this insulation. He calls me and said, "How many boards did you want?" I said 5 for sheet. He said, "How about 3.5? I lost it off the trailer." He's a good friend, and he went and got that for me out of the goodness of his heart. I mean, I paid for it, but he went to Tulsa and got it because I didn't have time to. So, yeah, we'll make it work. I don't need all full-size pieces anyway, so we'll get that stuff in there. We'll get that thing insulated. At the end of the day, you gotta clean up so many tools and junk. I'm gonna have to go get my son for that. I gotta take some pictures of this too.
Colorblind, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you can see me. Welcome back, everybody. Today, which may, I don't know, it may be part of the episode that you're already watching, or maybe a new episode, I'm not sure. But we've got a really old plasma, and since our vent is the only thing that didn't fit out of our windows and our doors, our vent, the radius was too large of a radius. It needed to be sharper, like a 1/2 inch radius versus a 3-inch radius. So we are going to break out this really old plasma. It's a Miller. It was a good plasma, but it probably hasn't been used, I'm not even joking, in 15 years. So I have no idea if it's gonna work. My dad gave it to me. He was like, man, you might as well take that thing home with you. I ain't ever gonna use it. So I took it home, and I think I was the last person to use it in high school, like 15 years ago. So let's see if we can get it to work. Here, I'll show it to you. That's it down there. It's a little 110 plasma, and it'll be perfect to cut our vent for that. What are you doing, Ragnar? Okay, so I just went and got a little scrap piece of aluminum I had, and this is kind of the most insignificant piece, so I'm gonna show you. Of course, my camera won't turn on. I want to cut it here and here. I'm gonna try to. We're gonna see if the plasma works. So look, I want y'all to see something. Who said taking stuff apart always turns out badly? Look. Oh yeah. We got fire. Let's try it out now.
Of us are colorblind. I know it's we're here. They took us somewhere. So what they say we're going.
Oh my gosh. That pallet weighs, I'm pretty sure, as much as that camper. It's ridiculous. This part's gonna be harder than probably anything else because my wife and son just aren't strong enough to help me get this out. So I'm gonna have to manhandle this by myself, which I'm not sure how that's gonna go. So my wife's like, just film it, so if you fall, or it falls on you, you'll have it on camera. Okay.
Sink down and emotions feel like I never did before. Live shows and spoken reels of the movie I ignored. Blue skies on a broken sea and I'm stuck up on the shore. I never thought you could see me, but you did. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're calling for.
Man, so I've got it where I can lean it over, but the inner shell, there's holes cut out for access, and all the weight is tilting on that shell, and I don't like that at all. So what I'm thinking is maybe I can lift it up and put a board across the bottom where it won't actually be touching that. That's my thought. We'll see what happens.
All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're calling, falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're calling, falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind. Yeah.
Woo! Well, we're gonna have to come up with another way to do that in the future. Did you see my underwear? Probably saw my underwear.
We'll take 'em out. We'll make 'em up for it and shout. Dream out the guns, I'll take the wheel. How we feel, we were made for this. Leave your mountains still and make it real, make it dangerous. Been colorblind for all my life, and they kept painting rainbows.
Okay, so since I'm gonna be burning, I put some, it's like a wax covered cardboard that my aluminum come on. I covered my door with that. Since I didn't take the door out yet, like a big stupid head, Because I thought, I don't need to take it out to weld. Yeah, I should have took it out. But now that this thing's out, I can lay it down real easy. On this pallet, that ain't a big deal. So, I'm gonna mark these corners are 2 radius. I mean, it's not a very big radius, like 1 inch, but the door, the fan, hang on. So I've got to mark that and cut it a little bit there. Okay, so we gotta take that corner up, and I'm actually moving it this way. I could take less off of each 4 corners, but I've got to get it away from this internal bar so I can keep as much of the interior trim ring as I can. So I'm gonna cut all the way across it. I'm gonna give you guys a pro tip here, cutting straight line when you're free. Not actually freehanding it, but get you a straight edge. Okay, get it leveled. Okay. That's a pro tip. I didn't even make y'all Patreon me for that one. Just in case something decides to be on fire, I'm gonna get a bottle of water here. Oh, there's a fire extinguisher in my boat. I have no idea if it's charged. In case you want to know how I know that's flat, I don't. I just use my eyeball. It's gonna be covered up anyways, but it looks pretty dang straight. So.
I was angry before, but I circled the drain in my mind. I can't find. Don't let the sun go down. Don't let the sun go down.
Boom! Now that fits. All right, go team. So I'm not saying my plan was perfect or anything, but we now have enough room for the trim ring to clear the support bar, the 80/20 that goes right there. So, thank you, Jesus. That rocks. Okay, so I think before I weld this thing out, I'm gonna take the door out. I might take the door and the windows out. One reason I wanted them in there was for the structural support. Once you clamp that in, it stiffens the wall that it's on. But, I don't know. I may do my outside joints with it in there and just leave the cardboard in place. I'm not too worried about anything falling through on the outside joints. They're really easy welds. The inside welds, I probably will take that. So there's really, all we got left to do now is weld this thing out, and then we'll start insulating and putting the interior in. Insulating and wiring. Can y'all hear that? It's raining outside. So it's Easter. I hope y'all have a happy Easter. We didn't get to be with our family this Easter, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We're trying to do our part so everybody stays safe. I hope y'all are safe, and I hope you're having a good time with the people that you are around. If you're around anybody, if you're not around anybody, well, I know you're not watching this on Easter, but you're welcome to be here with me. So, we're gonna get back to welding this thing up, and it's a nice rainy Sunday afternoon. I don't got anything else to do but weld on the camper, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, I will get to it.
I was angry before, but I circled the drain in my mind.
Okay, this is why you don't, I might be too close. This is why you don't, even if you don't think you're gonna do anything, wear your good clothes in the garage. These are my good tennis shoes. They're pretty new, like a couple months old. Burned a hole in them. And you can see my socks. I'm not very flexible, sorry. And my sock. Luckily, that little ember ran out of juice right about the time I felt it get warm. But not without consequences. Poor shoe. That's still wearable though, like, until it starts coming apart. Man, I'm gonna have to get a Patreon together pretty soon just to keep me clothed. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program. Well, folks, my back hurts from being bent over. I've been welding for, I really don't know what time I'm back here. I've been welding for 3 or 4 hours anyways. I have got the top completely welded out. And I started on the bottom today and got the box welded out and some other stuff, but top's completely welded out. I wish I could say that these were all beautiful welds. They're not. I'm not a professional welder by any means. I've welded a lot in my life. I work at a fab shop. But aluminum is not my specialty for sure. Now, the welds at the end of the day are a lot prettier than the ones at the beginning of the day. But since this thing's gonna have a wrap on it, you're not gonna be able to see the welds anyway, so it really don't matter. So it's time for me to go in, spend some time with the family, and I will see you all another day.
Take down and emotions feel like I never did before. Live shows him and spoken reels of the movie I ignored. Blue skies on a broken sea and I'm stuck up on the shore. I never thought you could see me, but you did. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're called is falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind, yeah.